Is Meghan Markle a royal pain to her employees? That seems to be what this new book is saying about the Duchess of Sussex. After Meghan Markle and Prince Harry put Project Megxit in motion, they sat down with Oprah Winfrey in 2021 to discuss why they relinquished their roles as working royals and moved to California. The couple spoke at length about not feeling protected and supported, and Meghan explained that the onslaught of negative stories from palace insiders played a role in their decision to speak out about their experiences. Meghan told the host, "I don't know how they could expect that after all of this time, we would still just be silent if there is an active role that the firm is playing in perpetuating falsehoods about us."
Were you silent or were you silenced?
The latter.
Some members of the firm, a nickname for the royal family and everyone who works for them, seemed to launch a preemptive strike against the Duke and Duchess by sharing their side of the story before the Oprah interview aired. Speaking to The Times, aides accused both Meghan and Harry of creating a toxic work environment by bullying staff, with one source saying, "There were a lot of broken people. Young women were broken by their behavior." Now, Harry's preparing to release a memoir, and the book has Buckingham Palace courtiers shaking in their boots, according to the Daily Mail. But once again, some of the Sussex's former aides will get to control the narrative first, thanks to the publication of Courtiers, the hidden power behind the crown. According to page 6, the book details additional claims about Meghan's alleged mistreatment of staff. Courtiers, the hidden power behind the crown, was penned by Valentine Lowe, the Times reporter who previously wrote about Meghan Markle's alleged bullying. So some of the claims in the book will be familiar to those who read Lowe's pieces for the British publication. In excerpts published by page 6, Meghan is painted as a tough, cruel boss, akin to Miranda Priestley in the Divorce Prada.
Details of your incompetence do not interest me.
Some aides were purportedly petrified over the prospect of having to speak to Meghan, and one staffer accused both the Duke and Duchess of Sussex of having terrible tempers. A source claimed to Lowe, "Every 10 minutes, I had to go outside to be screamed at by her and Harry. It went on for a couple of hours." In an interview with ET Canada, royal expert Omid Scobie, co-author of the book Finding Freedom, Harry and Meghan and the Making of a Modern Royal Family, suggested that cultural differences caused some of the tension between Meghan and royal staffers, who were not used to dealing with someone who wanted to do as much work as she did. In response to Valentine Lowe's piece for The Times about the bullying allegations against Meghan Markle, Buckingham Palace announced that it was launching an investigation into the claims. Buckingham Palace also released a statement reading in part, "Members of staff involved at the time, including those who have left the household, will be invited to participate to see if lessons can be learned." Lowe had reported that Jason Nauf, Meghan and Harry's communications secretary, had been so concerned about the couple's alleged behavior toward their staff that he lodged a complaint against them in 2018. In the complaint, Nauf accused Meghan and Harry of bullying two aides so badly that they resigned from their positions. Meghan's statement in response to Lowe's piece read in part, "The Duchess is saddened by this latest attack on her character, particularly as someone who has been the target of bullying herself, and is deeply committed to supporting those who have experienced pain and trauma." Buckingham Palace hired an outside law firm to look into the matter, The Times reported, and it concluded its review in June 2022. However, a palace official told BBC News that the findings would remain confidential. According to Us Weekly sources, Meghan would have preferred for the results to be made public, but viewed the outcome as a victory. Nauf continued working for the royal family after he stepped down as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's communications secretary, holding the position of chief executive of William Prince of Wales and Catherine Princess of Wales's Royal Foundation nonprofit. However, in May 2021, The Guardian reported that Nauf was resigning from his role with the Royal Foundation at the end of the year. Nauf wrote on LinkedIn, "I am moving to India to join my husband on a diplomatic posting."